Cool. I'm not prepared for that. Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Well, I don't know where my eyes are focusing. I'm already dissociating just talking. Right. But as you can expect with a series regarding mental illness, there were some delays, due to mental illness. And of course, busyness and laziness. The fine line between which we will likely discuss at some point, between laziness and lack of motivation due to depression. But nonetheless, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've been thinking about lately, and that is the fact that people were coming to me for a good while, even at least one person after I became single, asking me how you know that you found the one. You guys know me. I used to be like a freaking Disney princess about it. I still am, but now I'm more like a Disney princess who has just realized that all her shit's getting taken off Netflix and she's pulling you bitches down with her. I used to be like, oh, you'll know it in your heart, you'll have no doubt, and it'll be beautiful and perfect, and it turns out that even if you're absolutely sure, even if there are like prophecies scrawled on cave walls and it's written in dot to dot constellations in the stars, basically if there's legitimate like cosmic signs from the universe on top of the obvious feelings and evidence presented, it can still turn out not to be. And that's the scariest thing in the world. I learned that before. I was 16 after my second huge breakup. But I guess I thought that was high school. There's like a 1 in a billion chance that would have actually worked. In hindsight, I thought this more recent time would have been different. We're like almost 30. But Depression Girl is not here to wreck the day. There's actually an upside to this. Check it out. So, just because there's no way of knowing and you need to accept that you're not gonna know, even if maybe in some cases if you get like married and have been for like years, just look at like Ted Bundy. Like, pretty sure his like wife and the whole freaking community loved him, and he was like a role model citizen. And look at that. So you really, really never know about people in general. Just be careful as humanly possible, not just in relationships, but with friends and potential serial killers. Just because you can't know that means that there can be someone that you might not be 1,000,000,000% sure about right away, which they tell me is the normal way, that it takes time to know one way or the other, but that's not how my brain generally operates. A little different. But just because you don't know totally for sure right away about somebody, but you have a pretty good feeling and you just feel like you should go with it, maybe it'll turn out maybe they are the one. That's the silver lining. So you just have to go for it if it feels at least remotely right. Like, even if, God, it's coming from me, I'm the biggest hypocrite on freaking Pluto. No, Pluto's a really tiny planet. It is a planet. I'm not funny, and I'm even more dissociated than I started. And my palms are sweating, and all I feel is the sweat on my palms. And maybe like the top layer of skin, but not the rest of my hand. I should go to bed. But I just want to tell you guys that you should take chances. But my point about the hypocrisy was that even if it turns out horrible, there was probably some life lesson in it for you. But yeah, please just don't waste your life in bed like me. And no, but I'm not doing that so much anymore. But I have too often in nearly 3 decades of life. So just be brave, be careful, and take a chance. Because it might be the one. You never know. Maybe you don't even have a one. And that's okay. That you have to learn that too. You have to learn to be okay. To be alone too. And that's harder for some than others. And I think that's the next thing that we'll probably talk about. But yeah. Self-love and pumpkin guts. Peace.